Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go from Santa Clara. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. First and 10.
Let's go.
The NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Christian McCaffrey. Inside the 35. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
You talk about a big-time run right out of the gate. I mean, there was nothing special here play call-wise. He just found a crease, hit it, and he was off.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Purdy. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
It is third and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's first and goal.
Big-time pitch and catch there on third down to extend this drive. Feels like they've got to come away with 6. You want to strike first. It'll go a long way in determining how the rest of this game plays out.
Here's a run. And he's into the end zone. Isaac Guerrero. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's his third touchdown on the year. And he misses the extra point. No good, and this will remain a 6-0 game. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And he is going to score a pick 6 for the touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick 6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll be second down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On second down, Mahomes. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And this ball incomplete on third down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Kittle's able to secure the catch and bring up a fresh set of downs, and he was the only tight end in the entire league last year, Mike, to go over the 1,000-yard mark, and he only did it in 65 catches. Here's a guy that is an all-pro player year in and year out, and there's not a whole lot in this game that he can't do.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the first quarter, but that was their third attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. If you got to start looking elsewhere, you don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through him.
Third down, Purdy. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up fourth down. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's the third-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And this will not help the cause. He's going backwards. Tackled back at the 8. Mahomes now on second down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
On comes the Chiefs punter. as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field.
At the 45-yard line.
19 Lions. Set.
They'll put Ayuk in motion.
Go.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Open man downfield is Kittle. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one.
Ready? 19 tight.
So Kittle comes in motion. On 2nd down, Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Tight end going in motion here. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. Purdy works out of the pistol. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter.
12, Chiefs nothing.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever.
60 Bobcat. Come 19. Come 19. Ready?
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Yellow. First hit.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A play fake. Now it's, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Niners have got it. And there it is. With the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Go.
He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield, even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
3rd and a yard.
Panther 11. Check go.
Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. That one, take it in. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown, 49ers. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready. Buffalo 18. Tight.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. 1st and 10. Purdy. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
It'll be a pickup of 10, and the Chiefs have a 1st down.
And the 1st down of the Chiefs.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
Here's Mahomes. Out quickly here to Worthy. He is in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. And Butker on for the extra point. And now it's a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again, but this one works. So instead of one, they get two. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Purdy going to give this to Guerrero. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Here's Purdy. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
Viking 18. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warriors 70, 7 Pirates, 7, 19 Lions. Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment.
Set.
1st and 10 for Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Again in the air for Purdy. That's caught by the speedster, John Ross. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And this will be incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Reichard good with the extra point. And the 49ers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Smith to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
That is caught. What a throw. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. That touchdown number 3 for him in the game, and number 14 for the year.
Makes the score Niners 27, Chiefs 24.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
18, pioneer. Here we go, here we go. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. We'll start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
That's complete to Kittle, the tight end.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Here's a third down and 4. Looks like a design run with Purdy. And he's in! Brock Purdy, touchdown, 49ers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running, and in this case, it's the quarterback taking it in for 6. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
They'll go with the reverse. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A Pick six for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick six.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. Oh, he tries to lateral the ball, but it's a mistake. That ball is out. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Niners 41, Chiefs 24.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A big one there to start the second half. 35 yards. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Mahomes. He's got it at the 7. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are able to cut the deficit to 10. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Here comes Garendo. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, set.
Man in motion, heading left.
Go.
They're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. The throw is going to be caught. And he'll be brought down after that big game, but the marker is down. This one probably coming back. On 2nd down, Purdy whistle. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Reichert now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. First down throw, Mahomes. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. On first down, it's Mahomes. He'll air one out for Palmer. That's caught. And he will score. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, Chiefs. Now Butker to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs are able to cut the deficit to 10. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Going up top. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 70 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. Reichert good with the extra point. And the 49ers tack on one more to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. They send the tight end in motion. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. He's got room to the 45. 20. 15. The speed on display. He's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. Butker now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Chiefs are able to cut the deficit to 10. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. On 1st and 10, Purdy. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Ready? Dragon 60. Buffalo 18.
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
That's Ayuk with it on the left side. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a 1st down.
Brandon Ayuk is able to move the chains, and I think he's someone, when you look back at last year, Mike, he took a huge step forward. Over 1,300 yards for the first time in his career. He just seems poised to have even a bigger year this time around.
Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Go.
Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick 6 changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. To return is Ricky Pearsall. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Warrior 70. Check go.
From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook.
At their own 14-yard line.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. From the gun, here's Pacheco. Accelerating toward midfield. And he is gone. 86 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll give it to Guerrero. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
7 Pirates, 19 Lions.
First and 10. Purdy. He's going to air this one out, and that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 42 yards. On first and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Now Purdy. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves...
That's caught. So they get the two-point conversion, and all of a sudden that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the fourth.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's a handoff to Pacheco, running left. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Moving the tight end right. Mahomes now to throw on second down. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Renardo Green. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with first and goal.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A field goal only ties it. When you find yourself this close, you're thinking 6. Let's take the lead. But now after that first down loss, it really changes the approach now on second and third. You have to at least come away with points.
Now from the 7, it's second and goal. They send him right out of the slot. Throwing on second down is Purdy. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Looks like a design run with Purdy. And the defense rallies to the ball, brings him down at the 5. It's fourth down. So big spot coming for the kicker, Will Reichert. This to tie things up here in the fourth. And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
43, 43. Hey, Ripley. Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he will take this one in. 76 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs will go up by 7.
49ers 66. Harrison Butker at kickoff for Kansas City.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So Kittle comes in motion. Purdy works out of the pistol. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it'll lead to a second down. Now Purdy. This throw left side caught by Kittle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Butker now for the point after. He's got it. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Going for it all. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you jump the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
15. Yellow.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is hard. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game.
66. Harrison Butker.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. To throw on first down is Purdy. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by their rookie corner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, that's a great play for any defensive back, let alone an undrafted rookie. I mean, to think that every single team passed on him in this past year's draft multiple times is pretty hard to believe. And again, this is the growth. This is the development that they saw when he signed there as an undrafted free agent. And he has taken advantage of every opportunity he's been given, and now he's creating turnovers for this unit.
Attack, attack!
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. On the blitz, overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Griffin.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Okay, ready? 79 Broncos, Warriors 70.
Purdy on first down. He'll get it into the hands of Kittle. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
He's going to let this one go deep. That is brought in. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. First down throw, Mahomes. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they will finally run him down. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And they were able to run up a big point total here, higher even than the 72 points put up by Washington in 1966. That was the previous record. They were able to surpass it in this one. An incredible record-setting offensive performance. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.